Hello everybody, Antoinette again with our next video, and today you're going to do mandala art or dot mandalas as I call it. You would ask me, what am I talking about? Well, it's a lovely art to use and I'm going to show you how to do it on pebbles. You don't have to be artistic, anybody can do it, and I'm going to show you what you can use at home to do this art type. You don't have to have the tools, you just use what you have. So let me show you. This is the one I made. And as you can see, I made it in metallic colors, but you can use any color you want. Acrylic is the paint to use. And I'm going to show you what you have in your house to make this type of art. And I hope you enjoy it. So let us start. Now first things first is you take a pebble like this. Again you wash it and let it dry, and then you can start using it because it was outside, so we need to clean it first. So first things first, you have to make a circle and you have to make it black. So what we then do is we have our pebble. I just use anything that can make a circle, that can be that size, not too big, because we just want the center of the pebble. So then you take your pencil and you just outline it onto the pebble. So that will be your outside. And then the next step is you are going to paint it black, because this will be your layout to start with. And then you take a ruler and you measure the same distance to make a center line. So you're going to work with this center line when you start, and I'm going to show you how you work. So when we start, this is our black part with the cross in the center. So then what we do is we start in the middle going outwards, and then we go rotating clockwise. So the paint must dry and doesn't smear. And we work with layers. But I'm going to show you how you do it. Okay. And I'm going to show you, you will see there's a lot of stuff lying here. But you just use what you have. I made a card here to show you what the difference is with everything. Now what you do with dot mandala, it's going to make a dot. And it's going to make a pointy part in the middle, and that is how the dot is going to dry, and it's going to make your flower that you see here, because it must look like this when finished. And you're going to hold your pen or pencil or whatever like vertical. It's not a brush, you're going to keep it vertical when you do what I'm showing you. Okay, so let us start first. We're going to do our center line. So I'm going to use the marker, so it can be this outline, and you make a center line. I'm going to use any paint, so I'm just going to start with the purple. And remember, when you work with this, you're going to work inside out, and you're going to wash every time you use it. So you have your paper towel, remember, and you have your water. So firstly, you dip it inside the acrylic paint, and it must look like this, making this effect. But there you go, and you put it in the center line. You see there is a dot, and what you do is you clean it. You wash it, clean it. Next, that is your outline or marker you used. That's the first one. The second one I'm going to use is the brush. So we're going to use the back of the brush, because we don't have the tools now to make mandala art, so I'm using household items to show you how to do this. So next, I'm going to use yellow from the inside. So you will see with the cross is your cross line, and it shows you how you're going to work. So you take your brush, the back, and you put it like that, and again like that, always going around and turning. Again, center line, you're making a flower, center line, center line, and center line. And when you're done, you clean it. Next, that is the brush. So now we used our brush. Now what about a kebab stick? Here's your kebab stick, and let us make it the blue. I'm using metallic so you can see how the colors look when I'm working with this. So okay, the back side of the kebab stick, holding it vertical, make sure it has enough paint that makes that effect, and then you just do the same in the center, a bit away like this. Again, center, turning while you do that, doesn't smear, making your flower as you go, and again you're using what you have. You can use any color, but it must be acrylic because it must be quick dry. And remember, always clean, otherwise it's going to dry, and when you're going to use it again, there's dry parts and you won't have your bubble. Okay, that is your kebab stick. Now you're going to use a pen or a pencil, meaning the back of the pen, because it must have a round type of point, otherwise your bubble is not going to work. So okay, next things next, I'm using my pencil, so we're going to use the purple. So again, dip it in the purple and then work around. You will see it's making that bubbles. And you will see it as always between those on the side, between those on the side, between, always in the center. Again, you clean it. Next, that was your pencil, but as I said, you can use your pen as well. So now we're going to use a toothpick. Now there's your toothpick, and you want your toothpick for detail because it's small. So what you now do is you just make sure it's mixed well, because it's a little detail, so you can just put that turning inside, and you'll see the difference in detail because it's very small. Always turning clockwise so it doesn't smear, and again you clean it. Remember, you can use these tools every time, and you put it safe in a place to use again and again. Now some of the ladies do knitting, so you can use a knitting needle as well. So let us do the blue. I'm gonna do the blue, and again I'm gonna put it there, and you will see I'm putting it on the black line. As I said, the black circle you paint with black acrylic or with your outline marker or with your Posca pen, because it's the center line. And there you go. There is your needle. Again. So your knitting pen is used. Now let us try a dowel. Some of your husbands maybe do woodwork. They maybe have dowels. Let him just cut it for you so you can use it like a pen, and just make this area a bit round, and then you can use it as well. So let us use this for the yellow, and again you make the pointy part again, outside, inside, there you go, between, and then there, between. I'm just putting it around making a different design. You can just play and do what you want. And you can go over it if there's not a lot of, and remember, it's press and drip and press and drip, and then your dot, just like this, you see? And you're building your flower. And if it has a pointy part, it's fine, because then you did it correct. Practice makes perfect. So there you have your, clean it, there you have your design. So okay, that is now your dowel. So next we're going to use the earbud. Now why would we use an earbud? Why not? You use what you have. So again, you have your earbud, and what color would we make it now? Purple. Okay. Put it inside. What you can do is, if you're not sure, just test it on a piece of paper, and if it makes the effect you want, then you use it. Again, you see? Earbud. And you don't have to do all this. I'm just showing you every different part that you can use to do this pebble. You don't have to do till the end. But as I'm showing you the different tools to use when you don't have the right tools for dot mandalas, this is just to give you an idea of what you can do and what you can use to make your pebble dot mandala. So again, you clean it. Luckily this you can throw away and get another one, that is no problem. And then the final one is the toothbrush. Now, why would we use a toothbrush? Well, maybe you want to do some leaves. And how do you do the leaves? Because the toothbrush won't be round, it's going to do that. So what you do now is you just on the side, again, keeping it in your hand, and doing that, because it looks like a leaf. It won't be round because the brush end is not round. And please don't use husband's brush or somebody's brush. Take an old brush and use that. You see? And please let it dry and make sure it doesn't smear, because the paint will be wet and it will take time to dry. And there you go. You made your leaves with a brush. And there is your mandala, dot mandala pebble. And I hope you will enjoy making your own. And I hope I taught you something today. So hopefully you learned something. Please let me know if you did, and show me what you did. Like and share and subscribe for more details and more videos. Thank you very much. Bye bye.